Okay, I gotta be honest. I might be just a little upset. My feelings might be, just a little hurt. So what happened this morning is Dee Dee's Speed Shop posted a video. Danielle's boyfriend accusing me of being a boomer, a dinosaur, somebody whose ideas are outdated and antiquated and just not viable anymore in today's high-tech world. I gotta sit down for a second. And it basically started when I may have accidentally posted a derogatory comment on one of his videos where I just went ha 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 ha. But it was taken wrong. I wasn't laughing at Danielle's boyfriend's struggles with this new mysterious technology that he's working with. I was laughing at myself. It was ha ha ha. I see it. I get it. You guys really know what's up. These long-haired young whippersnappers with their loud music and all, they know what's up. And guys like me are definitely a thing of the past. But I can't let that stop me. I can't let that, So he's working. I know I should probably stop rocking, right? It makes me look old. He's working through the bugs. He's finding that making the system function correctly after days of working with it and researching and doing everything, he's finding that these systems are very, very sensitive to like electromagnetic frequency pulses and stuff like that, that the wires have to be routed just a certain way, that you need at least, for every circuit, you need at least 3, 4, 8, 10, 12, 15 grounds. Everything needs to be exactly perfect. But that's the way it is in the modern world. Everything needs to be exactly perfect. And that's as it should be. That's as it should be. Cars should not be user-friendly. I mean, it's clear by the way the whole world has moved forward and all this technology has evolved, leaving guys like me behind in the dust. It's clear that there's no reason for these things to be user-friendly. We don't need to service them on the side of the road. We can just call AAA, is it that they use? I don't know. And get it towed wherever it's got to get towed, and you can figure it out. You'll figure it out. You don't worry about stuff like that. When you're thousands of miles from home on a road trip that covers thousands of miles with many stops and situations and circumstances, you don't worry about being able to service this stuff out on the road. That's not the modern way. That's the way of old timers like me. I should be extinct by now, right? I got to stand up. Oh, that's hard. I think it's that lumbago or lumbago, something like that. Oh God, it's hard to stand up. So I'm going to take it in stride. I'm not going to take this stuff personally because, he's right. He's right. So he's still working through the bugs and sorting through the bugs, and he'll get it to self-learn and all of their various processors and wires and sensors and all of those things will all eventually, somehow or another, come into sync with each other and permanently stay there. Because that's the important thing, because once you get one of these systems, one of these modern aftermarket EFI systems right, well, God only knows they're perfect forever. You won't have any problems with them. So I have faith in him. He will sort it out. But even though Danielle's boyfriend did hurt my feelings, make me feel, useless, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to hit the road with those guys anyway. So what I decided to do is, since he's working through his entire fuel and ignition systems and taking care of all those little bugs and everything, that I was going to prepare also. And so that I was going to get ready for any and all possible problems I might have with either my fuel or ignition systems while out on the road. So I spent a lot of time, I spent a lot of thought. I said, okay, what can possibly go wrong that's going to strand me that I'm not going to be able to get going? So I better prepare for everything. I'm thinking, I gotta take this, I gotta take that, I gotta take all sorts of things. And tools, right? The funny thing is, though, after I worked through the inventory, it didn't really take that much. It looks like I could fit most of it in my pockets. So here, this is what I rounded up. Just so I can keep pace with the young guys and the new technology. So, if I have an ignition system failure, well, okay, so here's pretty much every single thing I would need to get my car back out on the road with an, you know, assuming the ignition system just completely petered out on me. That's petered out. That's a word us boomers use, you know. So obviously, you know, a cap and a rotor, you know, and a coil wire, because, you know, they go bad, and a coil, you know, because those go bad too. You know, really not likely in the middle of a road trip and leaving you stranded on the side of the road, but they do go bad. So, you know, and then of course, my points and condenser. Yeah. So, all right, that's the entirety of my ignition system that could possibly strand me. You know, of course, a spark plug could go bad, or, you know, any individual plug wires could go bad, and it'll give you a misfire, but that stuff won't get you stranded. This stuff here, when it stops functioning, you stop. So we have all of that. There is one other piece to this, but I'll get to that in a second. And then there's my fuel system, you know, because I've got that old school mechanical pump on there, and an old school leaky, inefficient, antique carburetor. So what could go wrong with my Holley carburetor that would leave me stranded on the side of the road? 1967. Yeah, I remember that year. Actually, I really do remember that year. Okay, so I said to myself, well, going down this road, maybe have a problem with the needle and seat assembly. So I better take one of those. I better take a needle and seat with me, for sure. Now, I've had it where just out of the blue, the accelerator pump diaphragm will start leaking, and, you know, it won't strand you, but wow, it'll make a big mess. So I better take one of these too. Okay, and power valve. That is another one that won't really leave you stranded, but it'll eat a ton of fuel and make the car run like hell. So I might as well bring one of these too. And I don't have to bring any gaskets with me because I've already replaced all of the gaskets in the carburetor with those blue non-stick ones. So I just need to bring these hard parts. And then, of course, you know, there's the fuel pump. Now, well, if my mechanical fuel pump takes a dump on the side of the road, I better bring this electrical with all of these wires here, so I could just, you know, stick this in a convenient place and run the hoses to it, clamp it up real quick, and then I can motor down the road. So there's pretty much every single bit of my fuel system that could leave me stranded on the side of the road. I need tools. Obviously, I'm going to need a lot of tools to fix this. So for sure, I'm going to need a flathead screwdriver to do the points, to change the points of the condenser if I have to. I'm going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. Oh, and a pair of pliers. And you're going to need a pair of pliers, you know, because sometimes you got to cut a wire or crimp something. And then, of course, I'm going to need an adjustable wrench. You know, I don't even know what I would use the adjustable wrench for to change any of these things, but I got it just in case. So there's really all the tools I need to, you know, fix my ignition system on the side of the road if any bit of it fails. And of course, to change the needle and seat. Where did the needle and seat go? There it is. I would need a 5/8 wrench and a flathead screwdriver to remove this and replace it. Okay, so that's, you know, and if by some chance the accelerator pump diaphragm ruptures and leaks, or the same thing happens with the power valve, well, then I would also need this screwdriver and this adjustable wrench to change that out. Okay, all right, so that covers that. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much everything I need to make sure that I'm not stranded on the side of the road. And of course, you can have problems with the overall wiring of the car. The car could completely take a dump electronically, a short circuit or anything like that. So I'm going to have to bring wire just like this, so I could jump out or bypass everything and just run power directly from the battery to the coil and keep going, or, you know, run the fuel pump. So we got that. Diagnostic tools, you can't just rely on, you know, an old feeble mind like mine to work through problems. So you need some diagnostic equipment for sure to work through the problems that you have on one of these cars. So I'm going to have to bring, well, okay, I guess that's all the diagnostic equipment I would really need. Yeah, all right, so yeah, I'll have to bring this for sure, and glasses, I got to bring glasses because, you know, my failing eyesight, and if I can't find my glasses, you know, I'll have a set ready to go. So I guess that's it. That's really 100% of every single thing I need to diagnose and repair, make a roadside repair to just keep going to, you know, where I can actually fix things properly. That's every single bit of parts and tools and equipment I need. So hopefully I can keep pace with them, because I know, God only knows, you know, that thing is just going to motor down thousands of miles. It's going to go like five, he's going to go like 5,000, 6,000, 10,000. I don't even know how many miles, because they got to come from like the North Pole and then all the way down here to, you know, and then across the country and all of that. So clearly they're not going to have any issues with. I'm going to bring a tow rope just in case, though. I'm going to bring a tow rope just in case, though. I love you guys, DD Speed Shop. Yeah, you're awesome. Please don't hurt my feelings anymore. I'll see you tomorrow.